If you're looking for Twingo, you came to the right place. If you're looking for Twingo, just look right in my face. I was born standing up and talking back. My daddy was a green-eyed man and Jack because it's Twingo. My middle name is Misery. Actually, my middle name is unpronounceable. Twingo. So don't you mess around with me. I'd just like to say that little cough was not a COVID cough. It was a crisps in the back of the throat cough. Ruined the little thing there. But welcome back again once more to Twingo Live here on Plague Island from a secret East London location where there will be fun, there will be shenanigans, there will be japery. But more importantly than that, there will be Twingo. And there will be such prizes. Let me move this so that you don't see the tin of mushy peas. But I've ruined it. I've ruined the image, the magic. I'll hand that to you. Yes. So welcome back. We've been on a break. much like Ross and Rachel, but much like Ross and Rachel, apparently together again. What the actual F? I know, I shouldn't even know about this kind of thing, but I do, so I mentioned it. So, yes, we're back with Twingo, not only with Twingo, but with Twingo Classico, no less. Twingo Classico, the original, the great, the original, the one, the only. There could never be another Twingo Classico. So basically, we're going to play Twingo, you're going to play Twingo. There will be gin, and who knows what the F else. Don't know why I'm not saying the word fuck. There you go, said it. But we cannot play Twingo, of course, until we bring to the stage the queen of the Double R Club herself, my wife, the organ grinder, to my monkey. Not that euphemism. Give it up, go crazy for the one, the only Rose Thorn.
Back in the house. Back in the house.
Rose is back in the house.
Rose is back in the house.
Because we've been away for how long? 2 weeks? 2 weeks. 2 weeks ago, we did our Bowie show at Wilton's, which was absolutely amazing. We only just today got the photos back from that. We will be posting those in the near future. They are incredible photos from Dan Pluck, photographer. And then the week after that, Rose went to Scotland to visit, well, ostensibly to visit her sister and niece and nephew, but really because her sister has a hot tub with a covering in it. So there was rain. Yes, it's Scotland, remember. But you spent a lot of time in the hot tub.
Twice a day, every day for 5 days. Once it rained so hard, the whole village flooded. The police station got closed down because of the flooding, as did the car park leading to Asda.
But the hot tub, fine. It was absolutely fine.
Hot tub was amazing. It was amazing. And the new kittens, oh my God.
Oh yeah, so there's kittens and a hot tub.
Kittens and a hot tub.
Kittens, hot tub. That trumps family any day.
Yeah, so I want a hot tub and a bucket of kittens.
Yeah, I don't know that we've got anywhere to put a hot tub, and I'm not sure Monkey would be happy with new kittens.
How much tablet did I eat? I didn't eat any tablet. I had some tablet ice cream.
Which you said was a little bit underwhelming.
A little bit underwhelming. But tonight I'm eating.
Tonight is sponsored by. Tonight's Rose's Sugar Rush tonight is sponsored by Caramilk.
Cadbury's Chocolate are running this thing where they've got 3 limited edition chocolate bars.
Do you know what they each are?
Yeah, they're in the fridge.
You got them all?
Yeah.
One of each.
And whichever is most popular, they're said they're going to keep. But I think they should keep this one because it's amazing.
Most people don't necessarily know Caramac. It's quite an unusual, rare chocolate. I'm not a fan of it, but I remember it from being a kid. And you were always a fan because it's caramel. It's caramel white chocolate.
Golden caramel chocolate.
I mean, I'm thinking it's white chocolate.
It's white chocolate. You can't.
I can't. I'm allergic. One thing I'm allergic to: white chocolate. That and fascism.
I did. While I was away.
Turn into a fascist.
Showed my niece edited highlights of the last Twingo 63, and she said, "Oh, every time Uncle Benjamin's on screen, he's just so funny."
And she said, "Funny looking." Right. So, how we do? We all set up. We're ready to go. Everything. We've got all the usual ingredients. Yes, everyone's watching.
Paul in Manchester, he said he bloody loves Caramac as well.
I know it's the mark of a wrong 'un. The liking of Caramac, the mark of a wrong 'un.
You should try this. It's amazing.
You said it's like Caramac, but like luxury Caramac.
Like quality.
Quality Caramac.
Quality Caramac. It tastes a little bit like Milky Bar, but caramelly.
Are they on you? Or?
No, I've got makeup on me, but not chocolate.
So, yes, how many new players do we have this evening?
18!
Okay, so strange, isn't it? 18 new players, which means I'll just very quickly go over the rules. It's very, very simple. You know what bingo is, right? Yeah, of course you do. You know what Twin Peaks is. You don't have to know anything about Twin Peaks. If you have any questions about Twin Peaks Season 1, incidentally, do ask Jo Foley. She's only just watched it. I'm kind of jealous. You know what bingo is. You know what Twin Peaks is. It's Twin Peaks. It's bingo. It's bingo. It's Twin Peaks. It's Twin Peaks bingo. It's Twin Peaks bingo. It's Twingo. It's a portmanteau word. It's a composite. Basically, each and every one of these balls has written upon it something to do with Twin Peaks. And this, because it's Classico, it will be something to do with Twin Peaks Season 1 or Season 2. Basically, they will be pulled. They'll be read out. You already have your Twingo cards. If what is read out of our mouths from the balls corresponds to one of the squares on your Twingo card, simply take a writing implement, cross it off. If you're like a bingo aficionado, you've got a dabber, you can dab it. If you don't have a pen, you don't have a dabber, you don't have a pencil, any writing implement, simply take your fingers and make a hole in the paper, thus tracking your progression through the game. So each one of these squares could correspond to a ball. How many squares on a Twingo card?
25.
25. That's the international mime for 25. 25 squares on a Twingo card. So when a ball is called, you cross it, dab it, you. And we are looking for a full card. None of this corners, none of this diagonals, lines, horse shit. When, if you manage to cross off, dab, or invaginate, because that's what we say when we're talking about making a hole in the paper, you use your fingers to invaginate, you know. When you've crossed, dabbed, or invaginated every single square on your Twingo card, simply type into the comments below in capital letters with as many exclamation marks as you see fit the word Twingo. You're calling Twingo, at which point Rose will take a screen grab and we will continue to play. But why? Why will we continue to play? She's still on the caramel. Why will we continue to play if you've already won? That's because each and every game of Twingo has how many winners?
3.
3 winners for every game, and this evening's game is no exception. So we'll continue to play until we have 3 winners, at which point Rose will go away. She will collate, cogitate, make sure that none of you have called Twingo incorrectly, or as we say here at Twingo, fraudulently, because if you have called fraudulently or incorrectly, every single person in the comments section gets to call you an imbecile in capital letters with as many exclamation marks as they see fit. That's basically it. Oh yes, there is one ball in here somewhere. One day I'll do that and it'll be there, so I'll just be able to go, there's one ball in here that, and nothing's been called yet. Now, there's one ball in here that simply reads the Log Lady, at which point we drink a toast to Catherine Coulson, the wonderful Log Lady. If you don't drink alcohol, it doesn't matter. You can drink a toast with any beverage of your choice, even Adam's Ale. But if the Log Lady is called, and it hasn't been yet, but if it is, we say to the Log Lady, and we take a drink. What nice purple gin.
Of course, I taught my niece the word imbecile, and she spent the last day calling her older brother an imbecile.
You did also encourage her to watch horror films.
Yeah, we watched a lot of horror films. She's only 13.
Yeah, but I started watching horror films when I was 11. You're like, oh, but she's too young for The Exorcist. When I was about her age, 13, I basically was alone in the house. I drew all the curtains and put a VHS, yes, that's how old I am, into the Ferguson Video Star, pressed clunk, and I watched The Exorcist all on my own in the dark. So, and it never did me any harm.
But I don't even think you're allowed to leave them on their own anymore at that age.
12, isn't 12 you can leave them on your own?
Look,
I don't know why I would know that. Okay.
I got the other chocolate.
Oh, so what do we have for the other chocolates? Because, fuck playing Twingo.
Fizzing cherry.
That's a terrible idea. Is that
milk chocolate with soft chews of fruit cherry pieces,
right?
Tingling, crackling, popping candy, and crunchy biscuits.
See, I like the biscuit, and I could do with the cherry, but the popping candy just seems.
I love popping candy.
Yeah, I don't mind it, but it's not going to add any flavour. Now this
and
looks
this
good. This looks really good.
No Frowny Brownie. Milk chocolate with gooey chocolate brownie chunks, golden salted caramel chips, and crumbly biscuit.
And yeah, that one's got my name written all over it.
This went into the fridge the day before I left for Scotland.
Didn't tell me about it.
Didn't?
I did, because I saw the caramel someone else posted. I went, oh, look at this, you'll like this. And she went, yeah, I got one in the fridge. Yeah. Oh. But she didn't say, I've also got the other 2 that you might like while I'm away. Didn't mention it.
But yeah, I did get you pop chips, wine gums,
pop chips,
dark chocolate Kit Kats, and left the freezer full of meals, so you only had to reheat.
Right, shall we Twingo? Let's Twingo. Let's Twingo!
Whoop, 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 whoop.
We're back. Don't call it a comeback. But we're to come back. We've come back.
We've come back.
And we're Twingoing.
I went away and I came back. And tonight's first prize is getting bona fide gifts included from Scotland.
Gifts plural?
Yeah.
You're not giving them my shortbread, are you?
Yeah, Twingo Classical. We checked the balls last night.
They're all there, so there's no shenanigans to be had other than those we would wish upon ourselves and upon you. Let's Twingo, first ball. Let's go.
Oh, it's the first ball on the list of balls. It just says, "Welcome to Twin Peaks."
Welcome to Twin Peaks. First ball out this evening. Welcome to Twin Peaks. If you have Welcome to Twin Peaks printed on your Twingo card, simply take a writing implement, cross it off, dab it, or invaginate. And we're off to the races. There are no races, but we're off.
Poker chip.
Don't put vinegar on a chip. Don't put salt on a chip. Poker chip. She loves it. Poker chip. Poker chip. Cross it, dab it.
I had fish and chips from the fish and chip shop when I was in Scotland.
And I didn't, yeah, and I've realised when was the last time we had fish and chips from a fish and chip shop?
I don't know, a year and a half ago.
But was it dressed fish?
Yes.
Now, you might need to tell them what a dressed fish is. We've only pulled 2 balls, you realise that?
It's not even in all parts of Scotland. It's a West Coast.
In the best part.
It's a West Coast thing.
West
they
Coast.
have the fish in breadcrumbs. And it's
Not
called,
batter.
Not batter. It's called a dressed fish.
Now, it's in breadcrumbs. Do they then
fancy.
deep fry it?
Of course they deep fry it.
Of course they do.
We're
It's
still in Scotland.
But the thing is, when I had dressed fish, it was really good. But I would have thought that the breadcrumbs would just be like oozing the fat, but they don't at all.
No, not at all.
It's really good.
In other parts of Scotland, it's called a special fish supper.
That's not a good name.
Yeah. So
Dressed fish.
It's fancy. My nana used to always have it. My grandmother used to always have a dressed fish, and I always had a dressed fish because we were both fancy.
Matriarchal. It's a matriarchal dish.
Fancy.
And fancy.
Fancy. Oh, he wrote the books.
You know the books.
Mark Frost.
Mark Frost. Mark Frost. Mark Frost. What does he cost? What is lost?
Ooh.
It's Mark Frost.
Douglas Firs.
Douglas Firs sounds like a boy-lesker that only does Twin Peaks acts. Many people that would hire him with a double R club, but there's no double R club at the moment. But would that change soon? I don't know. I'm not saying anything, but maybe, but no, but yes, but would it? Might it? It could.
I'm not even sure we'd hire Douglas Firs. They'd probably come to one show.
I've got to say,
and then send a message going, "Oh, I'd really like to be part
I've
of
got these
that."
acts, and we'd go, okay, send us videos, and they'd send us videos, and we'd go,
Oh.
make it stop.
But people send emails and they go, "Oh, we'd really like to be part of the Double R family." And
They would.
And I say out loud, "Oh, here's another numpty who wants to join the gang." They start off their email with, "I'd really like to join the family," and I say, "Like Bucky will." So I think Douglas Firs is trying to.
And Fucky never has joined the family,
He has
so
tried too hard. Snake Fervor will tell you if she's around that joining the Double R family isn't that easy.
Not easy.
It's not as easy as sending an email.
No.
Some people have had to crawl over broken glass to get. To
I mean,
part of the
literally,
family.
I think Snake has done that. Not to be accepted, but once accepted, she has crawled over broken glass. In fact, she dropped from a great height. When we did the Wonderground show, she was walking on broken glass, and then we had we had an aerialist. There was like a trapeze kind of, and it was straps, wasn't it?
I can't remember.
And it pulled her up, and she was really high before she let go and landed on broken glass. That's the kind of professional we're after.
So once you join the family, we ask big prices.
Too much, perhaps.
But yes.
It's all for the entertainment of others. Let's ball it.
Maya, I don't know what the last ball was. I don't think the video did freeze. We've been chatting for a while. We've only pulled 4 balls. You'd think we'd remember them, wouldn't you?
Have you got them there?
Douglas Firs.
Douglas Firs was
Mark
the last
Frost,
one. Mark Frost.
Poker chip.
Poker chip.
Welcome to Twin Peaks.
Welcome to Twin Peaks. 4 balls. Let's go. Let's
Right,
go.
okay. Pete Martell.
Pete Martell appeared, of course, in the spanking video Mr. Jack Nance played. Pete, gone fishing Martell.
I got the number right today. It's David Lynch.
David Lynch. We've told you this every day. Rose tries to guess the number today. You were correct.
I was right.
He says, swirl the numbers, pick a number. And after he says pick a number, she guesses today.
Nice.
Was it last week you got it right as well?
Mhm.
Yeah.
I got it 3 days in a row right.
That was spooky.
Not that long ago.
Wasn't that long. Hello, monkey.
There's a conversation going on about mushy peas and chip shot stuff. And Jo
Ooh,
Foley
mushy.
says she knows who Pete Martell is. Yay!
How amazing! How amazing is that?
So now Pete Martell, Spanky McSpank Spank.
Yeah, he did a spanking to a porn video.
Yeah, in his later years, not in
91, I think it was.
Yeah, not in his youthful heyday.
Not a Razorhead time, no.
Leo Johnson.
Leo Johnson, you know who he is as well. Terrible ponytail. This is where we live. It's Leo Falula Johnson.
Wait for the tea. The fish aren't running.
Wait for the tea. The fish aren't running. They can't run. They have no legs. How do they smell? Oh, they have a machine for doing that. Wait for the tea. The fish aren't running.
Donna Hayward.
Donna Hayward. I knew her sister Donna Kebab. Donna Hayward, if anyone would. Hayward. Donna Falula. Hayward. Donna Madonna. There's always manana. Donna Hayward.
The Norwegians are leaving.
The Norwegians are leaving in 12 languages at least. When we were going through the balls, I realised that's another fall reference I could get. Because the actual song is the Dutch are weeping in 12 languages at least. The Norwegians are leaving. I'm just wittering.
So Graham and Joe are married. Graham and Joe are married.
They are.
But this evening they're in different ends of the
I
country.
think you're going to say, but this evening they're on a break.
So Joe's in London and Graham. I'm not saying he's dogging, but Graham is in Manchester.
He's dogging.
And Graham has just popped up and said, so while he's been away, Joe's been watching spanking videos.
Yes.
So there we go.
Graham, you knew that we were a bad influence. It's too late to start making a fuss about it now.
And Paul says, were you raging when you realised nobody's middle name was Falula?
You don't know that. They don't talk about their middle names.
Packard Sawmill.
Packard Sawmill. Fred Truax, you're fired, Fred. Packard Sawmill.
Pierre Tremont.
Pierre Tremont. Pierre Tremont. Pierre Tremont.
Entering the town of Twin Peaks.
Entering the town of Twin Peaks. We've had Welcome to Twin Peaks. Now we have Entering the town of Twin Peaks. You really are going to slip into a diabetic coma this week, aren't you?
My back really hurts.
This will do it.
The chocolate might help.
It will. It's medicinal.
Oh, can't get it out.
Oh.
Can't get it out.
What's the... You want one?
Yeah. Sean says Graham's been making
Got two,
spanking videos. I think Graham's making dogging videos with boys.
Next ball.
Next ball's in my hand, but what's it going to be? Oh, Major Briggs.
Is he lackadaisical about the Briggs? No. He's Major Briggs, which means there's majorly no skimping on the Briggsin. Major Briggs, Major Briggs, Major Briggs. He eats figs.
Lives in a twig.
You can't live in a twig, can you?
Do whatever you like.
Dances a jig.
Don't you tell me what I can't do.
He's really big. Likes to dig. Wears a wig. He doesn't wear a wig. He's a
John
bald
says
man.
the cherry chocolate is really nice. Well, we got one of them. We'll see how the night goes.
Yeah.
I shouldn't eat. I've got a busy day tomorrow.
Yes. See, let's not stop you going to sleep tonight.
Big Ed's Gas Farm.
The Big Ed's Gas Farm is the gas farm owned by Big Ed. It's Big Ed's Gas Farm. You can't grow gas. Big Ed's Gas Farm. Why is there a picture of an egg at the top of Big Ed's Gas Farm?
Is it an egg?
I think it is. What else would it be?
Well, it's a funny thing. Big Ed's Gas Farm, Big Ed's mum had chickens out back, and you could come and get eggs when you got your when you filled up your car with gas. It was in a book.
She's just made that up. Big Ed's gas farm.
Oh,
What?
I know another thing that's happened since we last were gathered.
Here when we're here gathered.
I had a Zoom call with Michael Horse.
None other than Hawk himself.
Oh, don't say the word though. Just we're calling him Michael Horse.
Michael Horse.
And it was bloody amazing. It was bloody amazing. We spoke for an hour and a half. We just chatted. We chatted a lot about politics and
about the bloody English
and socialism and colonialism and I'm trying to transcribe the interview at the moment, and I think to myself, shit, maybe I didn't ask him enough about Twin Peaks, because we just kept going off into all the problems of the world and how we could sort them. He started off the interview by going, Rose, I'm so glad to see you. I've missed you. Michael Horse, I've missed you, Rose, he said. He said, people keep asking me to do Zoom meetings, and I say, no, I'll speak to you on the phone. I'll speak to you. But when I heard it was you, he said, of course I'm going to do it. You were out. I was in my absolute element.
But I watched it back, and it's interesting.
My God, it was amazing.
You were worried you didn't ask him enough questions. And I just said, well, all you do is you don't call it an interview with. You say, Rose Thorne in conversation with Michael Horse, because that's genuinely what it is.
It was
They're just
amazing.
chatting and talking, and
it was amazing.
There was some Twin Peaks, but there was just chatting.
He talked about his art piece that's going to be in the Blue Rose magazine. Please order the Blue Rose magazine.
This is going to be a real corker.
It's a really expensive edition. It's got beautifully laminated
because it's the art
pages,
edition.
all got art pieces. It's amazing. So please, the Blue Rose magazine, like us, have had no other income this last year. So go and buy it if you've not already done it. But you'll get to see this picture. So I got a printout of the picture, just that I printed off my phone, so that I could see it while I was talking to him. But really, honestly, it was like talking to a long lost friend. It warmed my heart. And Scott recorded it for us, because I don't have a sign up Zoom thing, so I would have got cut off after 40 minutes, and we can both chat. So 90 minutes of chatting. There was not a lull in the conversation. We talked a lot about politics. It made my heart full of joy. But one thing that I am going to tell you, an exclusive before it appears in the magazine, he has narrated a podcast called The Coin Trick, which is aimed at kind of teenagers, young kids. But it's Native American stories on
folklore stories.
Yeah, folklore stories.
Are they rewritten for the modern age? Or?
And on how to be brave. But basically, it's 20 minutes of Michael Horse talking into your ear. So that's my gift to you. Don't tell Scott that I told you that.
Check it out, The Coin Trick.
The Coin Trick. He is an amazing
Coin Trick, Michael Horse.
An amazing human being, and he invited me over. So he says he's moving to the desert, but he said, come and see me. And then he asked if I could get him over here to do an art exhibition. So if you have a gallery, then we could sort that out.
Anyone got a gallery? Anyone dogging gallery? Is that an expression?
So there we go. It was so amazing. It was everything. I was really nervous, but it was everything.
I think Paul's right. Most of the fans know most of the Twin Peaks stories, so to just have him speak about himself, about his passions, about his art, it's more interesting.
Yeah, and you've listened to most of the
nearly all of it. Yeah.
We talked a lot about
the bloody English,
about how bad the English were, and the impact of colonialism on the Native Americans. So
let's Twingo.
Put the world to right. Yeah, you're right. Home in Manchester might do it, because they put on the Lynch exhibition. You're absolutely right.
We'll get in touch with them, Ian. Yeah.
I will get in touch with them. Anyway, back to Twingo. I've got a handful of balls, and I'm not afraid to use them.
I've got a handful of balls to sing you.
See, you're
balls and true balls.
You're slowing it down now, John.
Oh, I'm slowing it down. You're the one going on monologuing about your chats with Horse.
Dictaphone.
Dictaphone. Can I use your dictaphone? No, use your finger to dial like everybody else. Dictaphone. Dictaphone, dictaphone. How I adore thee. Dictaphone.
Cherry pie.
Cherry pie, damn fine. Cherry falula pie.
Angelo Badalamenti.
Badalamenti, 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 badalamenti. They're talking about the new Doctor Who at the moment, aren't they? They're saying, who's going to be the new Doctor Who? I can officially announce Rose will be the new Doctor Who. I will be the new Master.
I would make a great Doctor Who.
You would, but you can imagine the shit you'd get. And also the writing in the last series was atrocious, even though Jodie Whittaker is really good. I thought the writing was weak as awfulness.
I would write my own lines.
But I also think they're keeping the same master because I think they're talking to him about maybe doing an offshoot series. And everyone really liked him. I barely saw him because I stopped watching it.
Yeah, Maya said I would be great.
Yeah, right. What would your sonic screwdriver look like?
Red. It would be red.
Red.
Because there's never been a red sonic screwdriver.
No, I don't imagine
So I would
so.
have a red one. And it would have fringing.
And rhinestones.
Yeah. Rhinestones and
Let's Twingo.
smoked cheese pig.
Smoked cheese pig. A pig of cheese that is smoked. It's a smoked cheese pig. Smoked cheese pig.
Miss Twin Peaks.
Miss Twin Peaks. Why, I've never been there. Miss Twin Peaks. Miss Twin Peaks. Miss Twin Peaks.
Sean Mooney saying, bring back Canine. I would have a cat. I wouldn't have a dog. I would have a cat. What would that be called?
Canine was a bit limiting, though.
Yeah. Whereas Monkey would be a great companion.
Monkey, an actual cat.
Yeah. That would work. Or Hector, one of my sister's kittens, because
Are you hearing this, Monkey? She's demoting you.
He's got more life in him. Ah! And he really took to me. My sister said, no, Hector's not interested in people. He just lives up in his little basket. He doesn't come down and pay people very much attention. Didn't leave my side all week. Harold Smith.
Je n'aime solitaire. Harold Falula Smith. Harold Smith. Harold Smith. What's going on with Harold Smith? Scratchy McScratchface.
Madeline Ferguson.
Madeline Ferguson. Maddie. Oh, how she hated those glasses. Maddie, poor Maddie.
Benjamin Horn.
Benjamin Horn. Benjamin Horn of the Horn Brothers and of the business we cannot mention because it's on a ball. Benjamin Horn, where was he born? How nice is his lawn. Does he eat corn? If he dies, will they mourn? What kind of porn is for Benjamin Horn? Or is he tired? Does he yawn?
His favourite sausage is Lorne.
No one. What's lawn sausage?
Sliced sausage is called Lorne.
That's a Scottish reference that I didn't.
Rose is Doctor Who. Rose has a time-travelling TARDIS. Rose can reach out and punch Ben. It's Time Fist Paradox.
Time Fist, that sounds...
Paradox explained.
Yeah, of course.
Time Hand. See, the fact that your autocorrect went Time Fist...
When they don't share any of the same letters.
Perhaps there's something afoot here.
Or a hand. Of course, Twingo 64 was meant to be the appearance of Time Hand.
Who knows?
I mean, it's like, maybe there was a schism or a...
And Maya says,
paradox.
I can include clock facts in my Doctor Who outing. So I'm going to read these balls and we're going to do an early clock fact.
Oh, early clock fact. Oh, hello.
Just because Maya...
Well, we can't do the Time Hand. At least we can do his clock fact.
Bird in a tree.
Bird in a tree. Look, there's a bit... There is
over there. To the left of
Bird in a tree. Not a bird on a wire. Bird on a tree. Bird on a tree. Is it on a tree or in a tree?
John says, It's not autocorrect, it's a migraine. And I'm sure you picked the right television to watch for a migraine. Are we on the big screen?
We're
again?
known. But you should really be watching us in homeopathic dosages. So like a second here, second there.
Wait a minute. I'm gonna do. I'm a master Reiki expert.
Oh, you're gonna heal.
And if you just concentrate, John.
Are you feeling warm?
Are you feeling warm? Are you feeling warm just around the temples? Ooh. Reiki magic.
Reiki magic. We actually knew a girl who did Reiki, didn't we? She started off being she studied massage, and she was very good. And I made the mistake of saying she had magic hands, and then she started Reiki. And even though I told her, they came over here, and even though I told her that I thought Reiki was horseshit, because it is, she still said, "Okay, now I'll prove it to you." And it was like hovering her hands, not touching me, and genuinely said, "Are you feeling anything?" I went, "No."
I've used Reiki.
But
John,
you have filled it because
you can also buy Reiki sessions on Etsy. So, John, bless him, he says, "I can't even look at the big screen. I've got a baseball cap on to block the light."
Well, we
pain.
salute you for twingoing while migraine.
We're very lucky that in the last 64 weeks you've not been struck down by a migraine.
Because the weird thing about my migraine is, I don't tend to get a headache. What I get is a visual blind spot, like a crystalline shape. I go kind of half blind, and then I stop being able to remember words. I remember once I did a one-man show at Fontaine's, and as we were coming home, I was trying to talk about Matthew Floyd Jones, and I couldn't come up with his name. It's like it just fought. And then I were doing a show again at Fontaine's. It was before, and I said, I don't know if I can do it because I'm not going to remember any of the words to the songs. So, but all I have to do is sit in a darkened room for 20 minutes, and I'm usually okay. That's quite lucky, really. I know my dad used to have migraines that would put him out of action for a day, and he would be sick. And it's a horrible thing, migraine. Horrible. It just means your brain's fucked. That's what migraine translates as in Latin, brain fuck. And a mental mind fuck can be nice, as Frank told us. Let's Twingo.
Silent drape runners.
Shh. Silent drape runners. Silent drape runners. Silent drape runners. Cross it, dab it. You know.
Double R diner.
Double R diner. Nothing could be finer than the double R diner if it was in Carolina.
Julie Cruz.
Julie Cruz thinks about her dogs when she's singing. Julie Cruz sang the theme tune, appeared in the show. Julie Cruz.
The White Lodge.
The White Lodge. The White Lodge. The lodge that is white. Is there a plastic crystal hanging there? Is it raining? We don't know. Nobody knows.
Killer Bob.
Who was it done them murders? I'm going to go out on a limb here and say it's the chap called Killer Bob.
Ooh.
Clock fact.
Here's tonight's clock fact.
Right.
In China, it is considered bad luck to give somebody the gift of a clock.
Bad luck.
Bad luck, to give somebody a watch or a clock. Apparently, the symbol for to give and the symbol for watch, when together, create a word similar to funeral or wake. So it's seen as bad luck to give somebody, in China, it's considered bad luck to give
just
somebody,
because the words are similar?
Because it's seen to be counting down the days to your own funeral.
Inevitable.
Funeral. And that is this evening's
clock fact.
So yeah.
So in China they don't give clocks.
Yeah.
Because it means your days are numbered.
Yeah.
Funeral, off you fuck. Well, you learn something new every day. Next ball.
White-tailed falls.
Whitetail Falls. Whitetail Falls. It's the falls at Twin Peaks. It's called Whitetail Falls.
Agent Rosenfield.
Fuck Gene Kelly, motherfucker. Agent Albert Rosenfield. Miguel Carrara.
Annie Blackburn.
Annie Blackburn, Annie Blackburn. What will your kids learn? Annie Blackburn.
And of course, since we last were all together, the David Lynch, World of Lynch, Cabaret vs. Cancer online auction ended.
It did.
And it raised an epic £2,800. Holy moly.
There was some really cool
There
shit
was
in it.
amazing stuff. And thank you to Paul and John in Manchester who donated the autographs of Miguel Ferrer and Piper Laurie. And to Joe Anthony in America who donated some other auction lots. But yeah, it was great. It was a bonkersly big auction. And the copy of The Angriest Dog in the World signed by David Lynch.
David Lynch.
Raised something like £800. And it's going to America, so tomorrow I have to speak to Federal Express to see if I can get something insured for that amount of money.
Because it's a lot of money.
And who knows what? DKL will sign next year, because him and I, same path.
Same path.
Mental brainwave path.
Mental brainwave. Mental, certainly. That I will adhere to.
We are kindred spirits.
Oh my God.
Jennifer Lynch.
Jennifer Lynch, Jennifer Lynch, Jennifer Lynch, a film director in her own right, or indeed wrong, wrote, of course, The Secret Diary of Somebody. Jennifer Lynch, daughter of David Lynch. I didn't say who. Didn't say. Just Jennifer Lynch. That's all you should take from what I just said. I thought it was being good, but no, apparently not.
He is Bob.
He is Bob. He is Bob, eager for fun. He wears a smile. Everybody run. Now, it strikes me the two you see. What I don't know if what we're seeing is what you see, but we've got kind of two black kind of strips on either side. That's just us. So that's like the aspect ratio similar to the. I rewatched recently The Lighthouse with Willem Dafoe and Patterson. What's his name? The Twilight fella. I know it's a terrible thing to say because he's actually very good and he's done lots of cool shit. But that's like that. It's kind of square. Robert Pattinson, yes. It just struck me that it's kind of similar. But you're not watching that. You're not seeing that. So that's a complete waste of time. Not my time. Your time. Your way.
What scores are you on?
What are the scores on the doors, you terrible whores?
And then I'll read out these two goals.
Now here's a song from The Cause.
I will.
A rebel without a cause. Less is more. Would you like to see my sores? Here's Diana Dawes.
What scores are you on? Nobody's on any scores. Annika's on 9.
Have you been to the Azores?
And you've missed this? Wendy's on 10. Of course, Wendy came all the way to London to see Ashes to Ashes, wearing her T-shirt designed by John Atfield.
Yes.
Snake Ferrar's on 8. Paul in Manchester's on 12.
12.
Will Bab thinks he's on 9, but Will does have...
That suggests some kind of mescaline induction is going on
Maya
there.
and Simon are both on 9. JJ is only on 3. Fluffy's on 9. John's on 10, maybe.
That suggests there's a couple of maybes there. So if they win, that could be an imbecile scenario. Heading your way.
Amanda and Andy are on 6 and 3, and Tanula Joe is on 6.
Amanda and Andy. Does anyone ever call you Amandy? Or Andy?
Right, let's Twingo.
Ananda. Sounds like a snake. I was bit by an Ananda.
You were never bit by a snake? No, you've never been bit by a snake.
Look, Snake and me had words. She bit me. That's all I'm saying. You know it's true. Next ball.
Agent Cooper.
Agent Cooper, the man with a plan. His name's not Stan. His name's Agent Falula Cooper.
My log saw something.
My log saw something. What did it see? Ask it. I thought so. My log saw something. Cross it, dab it.
The log lady.
Aha! At which point we drink a toast to Catherine Coulson, the incredible, the wonderful, the log lady. Drink up. Happy hour is now enforced by law.
Right, I'm going to go and top up the alcoholic beverages and leave you to do that thing that you do.
That thing that I am afraid to do. Yes. All right. Okay. Still quite a lot of balls left. Right. So what regulars will know this. The 18 new players will need it explained. Basically, at this point, Rose goes away just briefly to refresh our drinks, and what I've taken to doing is rewriting a popular or well-known song to my own lyrics, hopefully to comedic effect. Now, this evening, I've chosen a song by Nicholas Cave and the Bad Seeds. I think it's arguably their biggest hit, so many of you will know the original. And I basically thought I would address the kind of the mystery that is Twingo, what it promises, what it delivers, what it fails to deliver, what it threatens, and the possible ill effects that it can wreak upon those who play. The promises it makes, I think, and perhaps fails to deliver. So I just need to get the old lyrics here. And what am I doing? Where's the... yes, the kazoo. I usually play kazoo. I'm going to play kazoo for this one, but I'm not just going to play a kazoo for this one because there's two instruments to this rewriting of a popular or well-known song to hopefully comedic effect. And the other instrument, it's not a usual instrument. It's not one you may see in a band or in an orchestra. It is, of course, a fire bell. Now, this is very heavy, so my arm still hurts from rehearsing this. You rehearse? I know no one will think that I have done after this, but okay, so this is... Nicholas Cave and the Battling Seeds. Rewritten song about Twingo and the things, what it promises and sometimes fails to deliver. Okay, so. Twingo's just a lot of talk, it's a big letdown and it's devoid of facts. It don't deconstruct runes, it's a fool's playroom, it's a grift, and it's whack. It's a sequence of lies, it's disorder, it tires, setting cunning fires. A man who ordered an anxiety attack, a nightmare it will bewitch. Oh, Twingo kills mental collapse. A lot of blathering, scorn, caterwauls, rancid sham, but with a trusty goose quack there appears time hand. It will entrap you with its charms, all resistance it will destroy. And as you dwindle in your screams, it will make you its whipping boy. You use bleach, weep, climb up flagpoles, try to regain control. Oh, no, you don't. There ain't no rescue. Just applaud, that's our game plan. You'll be engrossed, oh, you are screwed. Your whimpering is lame, cheering under our command. It's forbidden to rock the boat of time hand. You don't think it's funny? That makes you dumb. You think it's bizarre? Ha! You are pond scum. You feel you need to disinfect, want to disconnect. Well, what's your hurry, buddy? You will succumb. You silly fellows waving cheerio, cowardly fucking bums. Tip your chaper real fast, hold on to your glands. A puff of obscene vapor, behold the dread time hand. Instrumental. Dramatic bit. It'll catch you unawares. It'll take you to extremes. It's unclear, may cause you despair. It may taint all of your schemes. You may feel misled, feel crappy, unclean. Hey, buddy, you may want to throw a Molotov. You'll be engrossed, you'll be awed. That's the plan, cue the kazoo. Just like a psychotropic frog-licking prehistoric man, much maligned and rejected thoroughbred time hand. I thank you. Down there. The strangest sensation while performing that. Almost like I was performing with someone or something else. Like, it felt like, I don't know, a visitation of some kind. But, oh, I've just dropped my kazoo. That's on the floor now. And so please, welcome back to the stage, Rose Thorn.
Oh my goodness.
What were they in? Oh, they're in storage, were they?
Oh, they're in the other room.
What are you having?
I've eaten all the chocolate.
You have. Not all 3 bars, but all the caramel.
Everybody seemed to really enjoy that this evening.
They're obviously big Nick Cave fans.
Yeah,
I think I can only think that.
There was a lot of real engagements. That's the most engagement you've had during.
Look at all those little yellow hands. I think that's applause.
It is applause. That's the applauding icon.
Icon.
That's not a word, is it? Icon.
No.
Emoticon. Yeah, Maya said that was amazing. Somebody else says it was not bronze, not silver, but marigold. I don't know what that means.
No, I don't know what it means. I think it's an Olympics reference. We didn't watch the Olympics, so we wouldn't get it.
Paul says that song reminds me of Scream. Yeah, I really want to watch that film again.
Yeah.
Oh, Clive Holland has popped in.
Hey!
Clive's in Edinburgh on the hunt for
Red October.
On the hunt for
Red October.
On the hunt for haggis and black pepper crisps. And Lou says she loves Nick Cave. Maya gave lots of applause. Lou. Sean said he wasn't impressed. He's waited so long, but
I don't really know what you expected.
It's only been 2 weeks since you last saw him sing, so. So yeah, there we go. That's what that was.
That happened. No one can deny it happened.
Clive says there's fuck all on at the Fringe. Yeah, that's because of COVID, Clive.
Have you seen? I think Mara Dubois is up there.
I got your present. This is episode 64.
We'll be a present.
Well, I brought it back from Scotland, and I thought, wouldn't it be nice to give it to you live on air? And yeah, I got your present from Scotland.
Okay, cool. I mean, you've waited a long time to give it to me.
Well, I've only been back 2 days, so not that long. I found it when I emptied the suitcase.
Exciting.
How exciting! Wrapped up and everything.
Not in plastic, though.
No, paper. Ooh, it's a red box. What's in the box, Benjamin?
It's a clock.
Throw back to the joke.
Say with the
Throw back. Ooh, clock back. I have given Benjamin a clock. I mean, I assume
Did we plan that like a month ago?
it's. I misplaced this.
It's your father's watch, isn't
Yeah,
it?
this is a pretty cool stopwatch.
Is it a pocket watch or
It's a
stopwatch?
pocket watch.
It's a different thing.
I don't know. It's a watch. It's a big old clock watch pocket thing, and it was his when he worked for British Railway.
Oh, yes?
And when we cleared out the house, I brought it back with a view to getting it fixed. I put it somewhere.
Not a view to a kill.
I put it somewhere safe. I found that clock fact. I was one of the first clock facts, but I couldn't find the pocket watch, which I thought made for a better joke than a swatch watch.
Swatch.
Which we don't
It's
have.
not a swatch.
It's
We used to have a swatch. I used to have a swatch.
So yeah, that was a joke. What I planned, and
It's always good to explain the joke, I think. Let's Twingo.
4 balls, only one can win. That thing.
Doesn't mean anything.
Diary.
Simply diary. Simply the word diary. Something that Harold Smith may have held on to. I don't know. Diary. Cross it, dab it.
Deputy Brennan.
Deputy Brennan, Deputy Andy Brennan. Where there's no sense, there's no feeling. Huh, Andy? Andy Brennan, Deputy Brennan.
Deputy Brennan, Deputy Brennan, Deputy Brennan.
That firebell is really heavy. To just hold it like that.
I mean, it's
Also,
not like
I'm
it's a real job, is it?
No, and the real job is certainly something I couldn't have managed. I'm a weedy pigeon, and you can call me Susan if it isn't so.
Paul says 4 balls is his dogging name on Grindr.
Finally the mutation is brought out into the open. Good for you.
Nice day for a picnic.
As Yogi Bear might say to Boo Boo, nice day
For a picnic.
for a picnic. Picnic, 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 picnic. I would pick Nicolas Cage because he's always quite entertaining, isn't he? If you were to pick a Nick, what Nick would you pick?
Nick Rhodes.
Nick Rhodes, good choice. Good choice.
I'm
In his 60s, still wears makeup. I mean, is he in his 60s? I don't know.
He will be.
Probably
I mean, what? Still would.
is.
Still would. James Hurley.
James Falula Hurley. James Hurley. He's not girly, he's James Hurley.
Often early to parties.
But you'll never find him in the kitchen at parties.
Mike Snake Nelson.
Mike Snake Nelson. Mike Snake. Mike is the man. He's not, he's an arsehole. Mike Snake Nelson.
Shelley Johnson.
This is where we live, Shelley Johnson. Shelley Johnson. Terrible tasting men.
Dr. Hayward.
Anyone would? Dr. Haywood. Donna Madonna, there's always Manana's father. Or is he? Spoilers. Oops. Dr. Hayward. Next ball. Keep going.
Wrapped in plastic.
Wrapped in plastic, yo. Wrapped in plastic. Very environmentally unsound.
Yes, I did complain to the Blue Rose magazine right at the beginning.
Yes.
Before I even knew Scott, I sent him an email telling him how much I thought it was inappropriate that they wrapped the magazine in cling film.
Even though it's appropriate, it's inappropriate.
Given the
In this
state of
day
the
and
world.
age. Greece is on fire. Have you seen the fucking pictures? Terrifying.
Hello.
Terrifying.
Well, that's because it's the word.
It is.
Mayor Dwayne Milford.
Mayor Dwayne Milford. Is this thing on? It is.
Sheriff's Station.
Sheriff's Station. Sheriff's Station to station. The return of the thin white duke, throwing darts in lovers' eyes. Sheriff's Station.
This Saturday, if anybody is in
Lundion, that's not a word or a place.
This Saturday, the Cabaret versus Cancer team will be at the Boy Beckenham event in South London. There will be live music from other people, not us.
Not us. We
But
can't be blamed.
We will be there with our Cabaret versus Cancer merchandise. and available for chats and donations. So if you're
She will be available for chats. I will not.
you'll be
I'll be scowling and
trying to
fetching tea.
finding somewhere to bring the tea. Twingo, 5 balls. 5 balls banana, they call me.
Where did the banana?
I had a banana for my breakfast.
5 balls banana is now going to read out 5 balls.
Horn's department store.
Is that like top banana? Horn's department store. You are the top banana.
Yeah.
Horn's department store. Cross it, damn it.
And my niece is called Hannah, and I spent the weekend calling her Hannah Banana.
Even though you had expressed a dislike for that nickname.
I did, but she kind of suits being called Hannah Banana.
Hannah Banana. Hannah Banana.
The Giant.
He's so big. The Giant, later of course known as the Fireman. That'll confuse people who've never seen season 3. The Giant.
Meals on Wheels.
Meals on
Wheels.
wheels. Meals on wheels. Meals on wheels. Meals on wheels. Meals on wheels.
The Road House.
A polar bear fell on me. The Roadhouse.
And of course, Scott is writing a book about
All but done, yes.
about Fire Walk with Me, and I realise it's got nothing to do with baseballs at all. And then there's the bit in the is this Canada?
Is it Canada? But that's Fire Walk with Me. It's
and
not.
apparently there's a whole chapter about how us Europeans
Didn't get to see.
didn't
Yeah.
get the subtitles, and I think we got the better version.
No, definitely. I think it's important for that scene not to have the subtitles.
Yeah,
I think then you can watch it with, but I think the first viewing you should watch it without because there's a kind of you're kind of going, what the fuck are they saying?
And we've all been in discotheques like that.
Exactly, it's the perfect sort of representation of the nightclub experience. The kind of like you talk to somebody and sometimes you can hear them, but sometimes you just go, yeah, because you just like, I can't fucking hear you. It's too loud. It's a great scene. I'm the Great Went.
Dr. Jacoby.
Dr. Falula Jacoby. Dr. Jacoby. Dr. Jacoby. Where on earth could the necklace be?
His favorite steak is Kenobi. Kobe.
Wow. Favorite Star Wars character? Obi-Wan Jacoby. That's basically where she was getting.
I was thinking about Kobe beef.
Not Kobe Bryant.
Steak. Audrey Horne. Season 1.
Audrey Horne. Season 1. Audrey Horne. Audrey Horne.
Norma Jennings.
Norma Jennings. Norma Jennings. Ran, of course, the Double R Diner. Norma Jennings.
What rhymes with Jennings?
Lemmings.
Her favourite fish is a lemon.
A lemming is not a fish. It's a small rodent.
Is it a bird?
It's a small rodent. Hello? It's a small rodent.
I haven't had any gin for 2 weeks. And I've eaten almost an entire bar of chocolate in one night.
One night.
The evil that men do.
The evil that men do. Hashtag not all men. The evil that men do. And they do it. Oh,
I do.
they do it. They do it. They do it all over the shop. Those men. What?
Found them.
You did? Yes. Look at that.
3 balls banana.
3 balls. I thought it was 5 balls banana. They called you. Have they demoted you?
It just has to be an odd number.
And yeah, odd is right.
One-eyed Jack.
One-eyed Jacks. Jack with one eye. One-eyed Jacks. Cross it, dab it.
And the answer to your question, Snake Fire, is no.
But we understand your quandary because
We were talking
it was
about
said,
Michael Horse.
but
Somebody
not
said
called. I did say it. I'm sorry. I can only apologise insincerely because I have a condition.
The man from another place.
The man. Are we talking about the woman from just down the hall?
No.
It's the man from another place. What's going on here?
I'm taking my socks off.
You're taking your socks off.
The other week there, I stood on something that made my back not hurt so much standing for 2 hours, but I can't remember what it was.
Was it the cat's cooling mat?
It might have been.
Would you like me to get the cat's cooling mat?
I think I would.
Let's
because
get it.
My
Let's
back
get it.
is very
Let's do
sore.
it.
It's
Let's
under
do it.
my work desk.
I see it. I see it.
Really struggling with the old back pain. I know none of you care, but I thought I had a kidney thing. Because I was getting a lot of pain further up my spine than usual. Spoke to the doctor over the internet because you don't speak to people in person anymore.
That's not what happens anymore.
Spoke to the doctor over the internet, and they said, well, it's the deteriorative nature of your spinal injury, so I've got that to look forward to.
So that's nice to think about.
But yesterday we went to the dentist, and it meant I got to take Valium in the afternoon, and that's it was a win-win.
I love that novel, Valium in the afternoon.
So yeah.
So wistful, so romantic.
Yeah, a couple of Valium in the afternoon. Then we went to Tiger. Nothing. Halloween is not in Tiger yet. It is in TK Maxx, but it's not in Tiger. Right. Should we play Twingo?
Let's do this thing.
Oh, fish in the percolator.
There's a fish in the percolator. Another thing that now Joe Foley understands. I'd love to have been there when certain things happened that you were watching and you'd gone, oh, the thing, they say that. That's the thing that they say. Fish in the percolator.
There's some things she won't know. For
No.
example, this next ball is a season 2 ball.
Oh.
And this next ball is
Yes.
Black Yukon Sucker Punch.
Black Yukon Sucker Punch. Is it a season 2? I would not have known that.
Yeah.
Okay, I don't have any reference of when that happens, but Black Yukon Sucker Punch. It's not a spoiler.
Pretty sure it's a season 2 thing
I don't know.
because
Who makes it?
they make it in the Roadhouse
Right.
when. And that's season 2.
Yeah, that's got to.
Yeah, I think it's
yes, that's got to be
season
season 2. Yeah, if it's when it's there, yes. Not a spoiler.
Oh, you asked earlier on if this has been called. It's Black Lodge.
Black Lodge, motherfuckers. Black Lodge. It's a lodge that is black. We call it the Black Lodge. I don't know. It's just how we are.
And you know what you eat in the Black Lodge?
What?
Creamed corn.
Cream corn.
Oh, that's the song, isn't it?
Cream corn. Man goat. Cream corn. Cream corn. It doesn't really work without the backing track, though. That's the problem. I am working on a backing track for it so that I can do it at the Double R Club. If that ever happens again, will it? It could. Ooh. Stay very much tuned. We're excited and reticent in equal measure, I think it is.
There may be an announcement, and I think that the Twingo leaders may be the first to hear it.
I think so.
Because you pay the money, you paid your price.
And you take your chance. Your chance to experience this.
In 3D.
Now that's a terrifying prospect.
Ah, and Don has appeared from Lanzarote.
Lanzarote.
Don and Roger won a load of badges in the Lynch auction. I've parcelled up some stuff for him today. Just today.
When you say Lanzarote, it just reminds me of being in the Firkin and Flounder on
Upper Street.
On Upper Street. Was it Upper Street? No, it's not
Yeah.
on Upper Street.
No.
No, it's
Caledonian Road?
It's Caledonian. No, it's not Caledonian Road either.
I don't know, mate.
It's on Holloway Road. It's on Holloway Road. And there was a pub quiz, and there was a drunken bloke there, and every single question they asked, he just went, Lanzarote! For the whole fucking night. I mean, me and my friends weren't part of the pub quiz, so we found it incredibly amusing. We were drinking Scrumpy. It didn't end well that evening.
Grumpy.
That might have even have been the evening when I came back to our flat and then went to bed, and then woke up the next morning and realised I had memory of me crawling around on all fours, screaming, howling like a dog, naked.
Yeah, broke the laundry rack.
I broke the laundry rack, that's right.
Yeah, crawling around on all fours, naked, howling like a bull.
But also the scary bit of that was,
You lived in a shared house.
I also had memory of Brian, who also lived there, taking pictures of me drunk. And I just thought, did he take pictures of me naked? You're lucky that he did not. He did not. I'm lucky. The world is lucky that was not.
Yeah, I remember that night. I wasn't there. I came home from work probably, and you were howling like a dog. In a shared house. We lived with other people.
Well, people. They weren't really people.
I mean,
they looked like people, but they were arseholes.
Why would
mostly.
We live with other people? God, can you imagine?
No, but you've got to, haven't you, at some point? But then you get to a point. We both got to the point. We went, my God, and the breathing out of not living with other people and having to constantly go. We've got to find someone for the room because so and so moved out. Oh.
But it'd be fine now because John Atfield would come and live with us.
Okay. What if Monkey moved out? You mean?
We all need a pet.
Pet tool.
And congratulations to John Atfield, who got a new job this week in an art house cinema.
Cinema.
So stay tuned for the Double R cinema experience, I think is what we're saying.
I don't know what that means.
Congratulations to John. And happy birthday for last week for Amanda, who missed out on the Twingo birthday because I selfishly decided to go to Scotland.
So selfish.
So happy birthday, congratulations. Woo, yeah.
Why does my purple gin look kind of yellowy on that screen?
It
looks a little bit like urine.
I put
urine.
It's purple gin with Russian tonic because we finished the other tonic.
But it's weird, isn't it? Ooh,
it
looks purple to us.
It's the red straw.
I think it's the urine.
Excellent. Yes, I think your first week is absolutely the time to pitch the Double R Club putting on events.
100%, yeah.
Live.
Fire performers, nakedness, real blood. Let's just go for it.
Really
you'll make your mark, I think, if nothing else.
Okay, so la 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 la.
Let's go. La 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 la.
La
la la la la. Oh.
You got yours.
Well, you spoiled it now, haven't you?
The evil in these woods.
The evil in these woods. No, at the thing. The evil in these woods.
You're
Cross it, dab it.
Your ear, it'll come out the other side.
Probably.
It doesn't work. Your hand.
It does. And they can't see what it was hitting anyway.
The
evil in these woods.
Richard Tremaine.
Dick. How long have you been seeing this Dick? Richard Falula Tremaine.
Yeah, Paul says, just show 64 Twingos in a marathon is a cinema experience. Well, you all queue up to watch 2 seasons of Twin Peaks at a cinema, so why would you not watch 64 hours?
I mean.
It'll soon be the time for the ceiling fan.
Ceiling fan. It's a fan that seals. It's the ceiling fan. The ceiling fan. We're never going to survive unless we get a little crazy. The ceiling fan.
Simply log.
Simply the word log. Log.
Yeah, Paul and Wendy are going to be there like the Rocky Horror Show. There'll be moments where people just throw things and say things. There'll be props. There'll be sing-alongs. I think it could
Nudity.
work. I think it could work. Jean Reno.
Jean Reno.
Ed Hurley.
He had the gas farm. We heard about him earlier. He's Big Ed Hurley, known otherwise as simply Ed Hurley.
You may be in Manchester, but it's Jacques Cabin.
Jacques Cabin, because Jacques cabin it uptown. Cabin it uptown. Your business friends, Australian. Your business friends, Australian. Sideways. Cabin it uptown at Jacques Cabin.
Sean Mooney says, I could think of a few things to shout out. I bet you could. You'd be too busy doing the tech for it, though. Wyndham Earl.
Wyndham Earl. They named a band after him. Wyndham Earl.
Laura Palmer.
She is the one and the only. She is Laura Palmer. Laura Palmer.
I am the one and only. What's that song, Jason Donovan?
No, that was Chesney Hawkes.
You are the one and
I
only.
am.
I am the one and only. I wish I had a whole bar of chocolate. There's no chocolate left. Don't let them rattle you, Coop.
Bark! The chickens don't like it. Don't let them rattle your coop. Don't let them rattle your coop. Cross it, damn it. You know.
Wasn't there a Twingo call? I don't think so. No.
That'll be really impressive if we
Amanda's
missed
just
it.
shouting, sing along a Twingo. I don't think it's an actual Twingo call. And people are going,
Twing along a singo.
And Annika has admitted to being drunk before we'd even started. So
Good work.
because Annika's on holiday this week.
Excellent work.
Oh, they all go here. It's the Twin Peaks High School.
Twin Peaks High School, where in the corridors they do this and they moonwalk like this and then like this. Don't you push me when I'm moonwalking. You know what that means? That means we are in the tension zone. Announcing the tension zone. That means we're very close to the end of the...
Put this behind your thing.
Where does the sound come out of, mainly? This means we're very close to the end of the game, so we're very, very close to getting some of you in the winner's enclosure, the tension zone.
Speed round. Not really.
Probably.
Catherine Martell.
Catherine Martell Piper Laurie, who of course appeared in that wonderful film, The Hustler, with Paul Newman, where they danced a particular dance, and where they sang the song that went just a little bit like this. It said, "Do the hustle." High bit. The Hustler, the Piper Laurie, Catherine Martell. I've trodden on the cat's thing now.
Yeah. Lucy Moran.
Lucy Moran, as she was back then. Lucy Moran.
Bobby Briggs.
Some skimping on the Briggs in. Bobby killed a guy with Bobby Briggs.
Donut.
Donut, as in disturb. Donut. Simply donut. Donut even think about it. Donut, pass go. Donut, collect £200. Coffee.
Sarah Palmer.
Smokey McSmokeface herself. Sarah Falula Palmer. Sarah Palmer.
Josie Packard.
What a knob. Josie Packard.
He is wrong. He can't ask for your soul. I'll take his.
He is wrong. He can't ask for your soul. I will take his. Cross it, damn it, you know.
Great Northern Hotel.
Is it the mediocre Southern B&B? No. No, it's the Great Northern Hotel.
No spoilers. Of course, Joe Foley has only seen season 1. So we're going Josie Packard.
What a knob.
And she's going, why? She seems so nice in season 1. No spoilers.
No
Don't
spoilers.
Spoil it for
No
her.
spoilers.
Green butt skunk.
It's a skunk with a green butt. It's a green butt skunk. I think that's also season 2.
Yep. Waldo R.I.P.
Now that is season 1. Waldo R.I.P. Those bloody donuts. Ruined.
my BFF, Deputy Hawk.
Now it's been called Deputy Falula Hawk. Deputy Hawk.
Not even BFF. He was pleased to see he missed me. He missed
Not even. So you're suggesting your best friend forever would not be pleased to see you?
He missed me.
Well, take better aim, I always say.
You know, I know I'm kind of cool, but now being Hawk's friend made me even cooler. Even cooler. Can you imagine? Him and I had already had quite deep conversations about how we were going to kill the white men.
Despite her being arguably the whitest person anyone's ever met.
But I'm Scottish.
I'm not a
there's
man.
a lot of kindredness.
Well, because the English were arseholes to the Scots, you know, for centuries.
Yeah, my BFA. He wants my address. He's going to come and stay.
He's going to have to sleep on the couch.
We'll put the airbed up for him. We'll get the spare duvet out and the airbed will be fine. And Monkey even put an appearance in when I was talking to him. She was going, rah, rah, rah. Picked her up. So Hawk met Monkey. Didn't meet you, met my cat.
Met me before.
Agent Denise Bryson.
Agent Denise Bryson. Agent Denise Bryson. Is that season 1 or 2?
2.
I think maybe 2. I don't know.
2. The Bookhouse Boys.
The Bookhouse Boys. The Bookhouse Boys.
The Bookhouse Boys. Oh, it's got 4 letters. What is it? It's fish.
Simply fish.
2.
This one's not in a percolator. It's simply fish.
Leland Palmer.
I did not kill anybody. Leland Falula Palmer.
Graham experiencing some psychic power. The owls were flying.
That's creepy.
That's creepy.
The owl, that's very creepy, Graham. You're
creepy. Creep.
The owls were flying. Many things were blocked.
Come on, we're in the tension zone.
Can I lick this without ruining my makeup? It's got all the little bits in the bottom, you see, of the twiglet.
I mean, I married you before I knew some of this stuff.
Sign up to OnlyFans for just that kind of contact. Content. No contact.
Heart.
Contact.
Heart locket. Heart locket.
Heart locket. It says heart locket, but what they really mean is a half heart necklace, which is this one like this. Heart locket.
We're in the tension zone.
We are.
Tension zone. Every ball counts. If you've got it, take it out of its secret place. It's pine cone.
Pine cone. Shake your pine cone. Shake your pine cone. Shake your pine
Shake it
cone.
like you
Shake
mean
your
it.
pine cone. Shake it like a Polaroid picture, which you're not
You're
meant to
supposed
shake. Pine cone. Is that
oh,
Twingo?
Twingo from Paul in Manchester. First
He was quite
out.
ahead, wasn't he?
You were quite ahead, and you are always keen to get your hands on those brand new pencils.
I mean, are brand new.
So we have 8 balls left. Who's going to be next? The one-armed man.
The one-armed man, played by the wonderful Mr. Al Strobel. The one-armed man.
She's my cousin.
She's my cousin. But doesn't she look almost exactly like Laura Palmer? She's my cousin.
3 letters. We've had the other one. This is the other one. It's owl.
We've had 2 of the other ones.
Owl.
Owl. Owl.
What's the other one?
Log.
Oh, what's the other one?
I know.
So we've only had one of the
So
others.
we've only had one of the others. What are you talking about? These people. Owl.
Twingo from Snake for Bar.
Snake Pavur.
Joe Foley's just excited to be here. Right. Paul in first place. Snake in second place. Subject to confirmation.
Who will be third?
Who will be third?
Who will be third?
Will this ball push you into the winner's enclosure?
Or just over the edge?
When I read, save the pine weasel.
Save the pine weasel. We don't know the exchange rate yet, but we are being told, advised by our financial advisors, to save the pine weasel.
It's a season 2 thing, Joe. So
It is.
You might not
It
get
is.
that.
You
It's
won't
a
get
season 2 thing. It's a season 2 thing. Nobody's called Twingo. Nobody's called Twingo. So it's time for another ball. Oh, oh, Twingo.
Twingo!
Oh, interesting. John in Manchester. Migraine be gone. Migraine be gone. So we have Paul in
And
Manchester.
John.
We have Snake River, and we have John. So I'm going to go and check.
You've got to check.
I'm going to check.
Chock-a-bloke checking out.
I'm going to check the balls.
Check the ball. She's going to check the ball.
Check.
She's going to check herself before she wrecks herself.
I don't have any
Oh.
balls.
Okay, yes. At which point, while Rose very quickly goes away and checks, I usually take this opportunity to try and sell to you a few of the books what I have written. I'm currently working on a new novel. I was writing it today. It's going actually quite well. Quite excited about the whole thing. But my first published novel is The 35 Timely and Untimely Deaths of Cumberland County. If you don't already have it, and you like the idea of a lot of murders in 1930s Maine, America, strange, weird, supernatural things in the woods, and genuine medical records, then that's the book for you. We have my latest collection of short stories entitled The Invention of Mother. It's stories based around the theme of technology. Think Black Mirror, think sci-fi, think strange, think dark. And if you've already got it, makes a perfect present for... I'm getting a strange sensation. Is there? Ah! That was a strange temporal anomaly, I believe they call that on Star Trek. We have my collection of 3 ghost stories that comes with a free CD of disturbing music. Disturbing ghost stories, the lights will go out. We have my dark fairy tale. I really have to get the spiritual sequel to this out and up and running with Mr. Toole. It's just a case of getting around to it, really. Mr. Toole, that's his name now. It's called the Menagerie, or the Menagerie, if you listen to my wife. It's a strange little fairy tale, but perhaps for adults, because it's quite dark and strange, as you might imagine. We have A Murder of Songs, which is the first year of songs collected, rewritten songs, rewritten for the first year of Twingo Live. And then we have the poetry books, of course. We have Voices in the Red Velvet elsewhere, further Voices in the Red Velvet elsewhere, and postcards from Twin Peaks. They also have stories in them as well as poems, but mostly poems written for introductions for acts at the Double R Club, which may return at some point. Couldn't possibly. So I thought I would read to you from Postcards from Twin Peaks. All these books are available to buy, of course. This is a poem called We Are Addressed by the Log. I am a thing inanimate, yet animate within. Within the grip of wood I lie, rough bark my only skin. Was I once a man, so long of beard and strong of hand, a cutter among the silent trees, a heartbeat amongst the woodland? A wife, perhaps, had I, yet upon our wedding night, perhaps was taken whilst the fire did roar its wicked, hungry blight. All through the woods it swept, awakened things that upped and stole me from this world of men and cast me from reality. And there I fell in sap, fell in knot, and fell in grain. A man locked inside a wooden heart, never to breathe again. And thus I stay, and thus I am, within this timber a stifled scream. Off cut from the life I wait and watch, drift wood on a town's troubled dream. Postcards from Twin Peaks. Are we ready? We're ready to go. Just the one poem this evening. We're ready to go. We're coming back with the scores on the doors. With Rose Thorn.
So Annika raised a good point in the checking.
Chat.
Yes, the summer of
Oh yes,
summer
Annika, of course.
Twingo competition.
That's what not drinking gin and then suddenly drinking gin does for you. Forget things.
It appears Twingo bag.
Twingo bag.
It appears
Twingo bag that's available on the Redbubble shop.
that Twingo has made very little impression on anybody apart from Paul and John in Manchester and Annika over there in the
Actual
Netherlands.
proper fans.
Proper fans. They were the only 2 entries.
So
what we're going to do is just send you some goodies.
You're both going to get some stuff.
Because you can't.
And they were both great and
great videos, and we really value your input. But we're just going to give you both some stuff.
It's just let's not make it a thing. Let's make it a you deserve stuff for doing stuff. Thank you very much.
It's a great bag, Maya, and it is available on John Atfield's Redbubble shop.
Yeah, it's a really cracking bag, that one. Very funny. Okay, I'll just take that from me, shall I?
Printed on both sides.
For her pleasure.
So we're just going to send you some stuff. I'll have a rush around the archive.
The archive of cool stuff.
The archive of stuff. The archive of stuff.
Station.
So we had 3 claims of Twingo. We had Paul, we had Snake, we had John.
So I'm guessing we have no fraudulent claims.
And we have no fraudulent
No imbeciles.
Sean Mooney said what a load of bullshit. And Sean Mooney went on to say, she does this to me on purpose. I hate this game. But you have been here for 64 weeks.
So I think you hate it, but you love to hate it.
Oh.
I think that's what it is. You keep coming back. Every time you come out, they pull me back in. So third prize goes to
John in
Manchester.
John, back. Look at us. We're back with the classic red toilet paper.
Because we're on Classico.
Red toilet paper. And you get just 1 trip to the bathroom.
That's 3 sheets of Double R Club branded toilet paper.
A Twingo postcard.
Send it to anyone you like, but not to us.
Some owl bag filled with skull candy.
Skull candy in our owl bag.
Double R coffee bean.
Also in our owl bag.
Brand new collection. Should I give you skulls?
Yes.
Somebody else's. Some sweetie cigarettes.
Because David Lynch loves to smoke, and you can now smoke, but safely.
A tiny little donut soap.
It's for your tiny little private parts. It's a donut soap. Don't eat it. Tiny.
Chubba chubba chip chop.
And it's not what they're called.
A Twin Peaks sticker.
A
Lush as a devil bag.
These are really cool. This image came out really well.
He's like a devil. He's just a devil woman.
Picture of me as the devil. I don't know if we can see that. That's kind of a cool badge.
A little purple owl.
Owl.
Fridge magnet. A dice eraser.
A
Double R Club badge. A red one, which is kind of cool.
Ooh.
Rabbit badge. Ooh.
Rabbit badge.
A shot of copy vodka. Oh, and you just made these the weekend. It's a coffee bookmark. It's got a little coffee bean on it.
Coffee bean. So you can flick your bean while you read.
Wow, too far. A green owl tattoo. Put them in there.
And of course, the thing you've been waiting for.
The
new, all new.
The all new pencil.
That's all new, not all new.
The new pencil, which says quite simply, Twingo
is live.
Twingo is life.
Twingo it because it is.
Brand new pencils just arrived. And owl. Owl, knitted owl badge, what I made.
So what colour is that owl?
I would say that would be canary yellow.
It's the canary. Does it have a name?
Her name is Hyacinth.
Hyacinth, the canary yellow owl of
pathological killers.
Pathological killers. Okay. And how does that manifest itself in the ownership of Hyacinth?
Well, Hyacinth is good at spotting the pathological killers.
Oh, so she keep them away. She'll be like,
well, she won't keep them away. She'll just let you know where they are. So it's up to you. You still have free will.
You could go all Dexter and kill the pathological killers.
You still have free will to decide whether or not you're going to hang out with the pathological killers.
Yeah, it may be your kind of thing.
But it's just like an early
dog with them.
It's like an early warning system. Pathological killers.
Let's come to you, John.
Second place going to Snake Fervor.
If that is your real name.
Snake Fervor, you have won not one.
Not one.
But 2 trips to the classic bathroom of the Double R Club. A Twingo postcard.
And it's only like, but not twice.
A donut soap, a large donut.
Large donut soap.
Some Double R coffee beans.
In an owl bag.
A Twin Peaks
Sticker.
some skull candy.
Does that have anything in it?
It goes to Ian probably.
Okay. But you know this by now.
Chubba Chubba Chip Chop probably goes to Ian as well.
Also probably to it.
Have you got one of these? It's a Rose and Thorn.
And Benjamin Louche.
Rose Thorn Benjamin Louche split infinity fridge magnet.
That's what we're calling that now.
A shot of Odger Cooker.
Oh,
Or Agent Cooker. Some sweetie cigarettes.
for the smoking off.
A donut eraser.
For wipe away all your terrible mistakes.
A purple donut. No, a purple dice. Tie pin.
Tie pin or broke. You could use it just as a pin, but a tie pin, it's nice as a tie pin.
A lush as the devil bag.
Oh, of course.
An owl for your hair.
Ooh.
A keyring with a rabbit.
Rabbit key ring for your rabbit keys. Oh, the keys. And of course, the much now sought after, the all new Twingo is Life pencil.
And of course,
Let's just say that do all the pencils have erasers on them?
Yeah, because they're fancy.
Eraser head.
Fancy pencils.
Fancy pencils. And
this owl.
So what colour would you say that is?
I would say this is kind of rusty red.
Rusty red.
I kind of like this colour, Will.
What's its name?
Egan.
Egan, the rusty red owl of...
Record cleaner.
A record cleaner.
Yep, rusty.
No, you didn't say that because you looked over there and saw my record cleaner.
I was thinking of Rusty Egan, who was a DJ.
He was a DJ in the 80s.
Rusty coloured owl, also known as Egan, who is the guardian of scratched records.
So will he cure the scratched records? I'm not sure Snake has any records.
Nothing can cure a scratched record, but what he will do is he will protect the record.
Oh, the records that aren't yet scratched. Oh, that's good.
So, yeah. Always thinking. I'm always
thinking.
I don't make this up
on the fly.
On the spot at all. I think long and hard about what all these owls stand for, and I knit them into their soul.
Their very soul.
And
our winner.
Paul in Manchester.
Paul, if that is your real name.
4 balls Magoo. You have won, not one.
Not one.
Not 2.
That would be an insult.
But 3 trips to the bathroom, courtesy of the Double R.
3 is the magic number.
A Twingo
yes, it is.
And a Killer Bob as Bob Burgers postcard designed by John the Tool Atfield.
Not his name.
A Twingo sticker. Oh, can you even see that? Oh. Twingo sticker.
Twingo sticker. Official Twingo sticker.
Twingo card.
The Renault Twingo sticker, not Jean Renault or Jacques.
A donut soap.
Donut soap for your private parts.
And because you're the winner, you also get a
tiny
little one for your tiny little private part.
So you can say this one is small, that one is far away.
A Twin Peaks sticker. A Twingo fridge magnet.
Fridge magnet.
A Chubba Chubba Chip Chop.
That is not what they're called.
A Twingo's Life pencil.
Oh yeah.
A Double R coffee beans.
In an owl bag.
And skull candy.
In an owl bag.
A packet of sweetie cigarettes.
In a packet of sweet cigarettes.
A shot of
a rabbit eraser.
A French tickler. Sexual pine cone. Stick it where the sun don't shine. It's entirely up to you.
It's totally up to you, but you do so at your own risk.
Oh, the first outing of the Double R key rings.
Ooh.
I made these.
I made this.
It has 2 R's on it for Double R. It has an owl. Ooh. And it has a tiny little pine cone. Can you see? Pine cone, owl, and 2 R's.
Pine cone looks a little bit like a bunch of grapes, but we're going to go with that it's a pine cone.
Actually a pine cone.
It's actually a pine
cone. And you're getting the first ever Double R. There's also a fish in a percolator badge.
There's a fish in the percolator.
Look at this. A fish. Ooh. A fish in a percolator
badge.
And a Lush as the devil
Obviously.
badge, double R badge, and a owl. Oh, and you get the signed picture of me and Lush.
Signed Polaroid.
The Polaroid we will sign. And
But of course, your owl. What owl?
Now.
No. Ooh, now then.
I have only made one of these owls. This owl.
Stripy owl.
Stripy owl.
So what colour would you? How would you describe this? Because I can't say what colour because it's two-tone.
Pistachio green and
I think pumpkin
orange.
Kind of orange.
So this is a one-off.
Pistachio and pumpkin.
Pistachio and pumpkin. This
So
is
it's
a one-off.
pistachio and pumpkin owl called
Tony, because it's
Tony,
colours.
the pistachio and pumpkin owl of.
Well, you know how sometimes we all end up with odd socks after a wash.
Yes, always, often.
Always. How does that even happen? Tony here is the guardian of paired socks. So wherever you are looking for where your odd sock is, chances are Tony has it. Tony two-tone.
Knee.
Tony two. No.
Toe.
Tony two.
Knee.
And this is the only one I've made like this. Look at him. Look at him.
Tony the two-tone owl of Lost Socks. And that's it. That's coming to you, Paul.
That's it.
Not anyone else. Just you.
And that was episode 64.
64. I'm just sorry that Time Hand didn't make an appearance, but we couldn't. I mean, it was just beyond our.
This is one of the presents from Scotland.
Oh yes.
When I went on British Airways to Glasgow, they gave everybody personal protection packs, and it seems apt that
There's
you
not a condom
won because you like your personal protection.
And
so I didn't open my personal protection pack on the way home because I had my own wipes and sanitizer, but it comes with a antibacterial wipe and some hand gel, and it's sealed direct from Scotland, coming to you. That's an
extra special price for Paul, though.
And there's another thing which I haven't got out of the cupboard yet, and now it's at the bottom of the boxes, so that'll be a surprise.
It's a surprise.
And then I'll throw in some extra stuff because you and John and Annika were the only ones who made us the What Does Twingo Mean to Me?
Yes, so you'll be getting extra stuff for the wonderful videos that you both made.
I'm going to go and take some painkillers.
Take some painkillers.
But that was Twingo. I can't believe Time Hand didn't come.
You can't have everything, can you?
I mean, we'd all been talking about Time Hand for so long.
Yeah, but I think the legend is what keeps it alive rather than an actual appearance, a manifestation. Okay, at which point, if you can believe it, episode 64 of Twingo is now over. It has been. What? There's some disturbance on some. I think there was a glitch in the Matrix there. So yes, episode 64 of Twingo Live is apparently over for somehow. I don't know how, but Jesus, the connection must be off. I don't know. So yes, we'll see you again next week for episode 65. Until then, stay safe. Wear a mask if you're supposed to. Wash your hands. I mean, just in general, without COVID, wash your hands. And you know. Make sure you've got a good internet connection so you don't get this kind of nonsense on your screen. And don't lick the doorknobs. Thank you and good night.